show the room until you can get up and twerk.
Hello. So today we're switching things up. I'm Marie Denee. I'm the creator of the Curvy Fashionista. And today I wanted to have a fun conversation with a couple of my friends who have very strong opinions about everything. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this heat, the summer, and how us plus size folks navigate it all with the help of ChubRub and some naturals. So before we get started, I wanted to introduce y'all to my friends. Over here we have Kirk of XL Tribe, as well as the social media manager for the Curvy Fashionista.
Yeah.
We have Miss Nikki, the owner of Diva Day International, model coach, author, speaker.
Come on.
I mean, she's if you're trying to get into modeling, Miss Nikki is who you need to take classes from, that you need to learn from. And then we have Miss V. Now, Miss V has just been picked up by
Aspire TV.
TV. Yeah. So she is a TV personality.
Come on, host.
Right. She's someone who kind of manifested her, like, this is what she's going to do, and she's made it happen.
That's right.
And so you may have recognized her from something. She used to contribute on the Curvy Fashionista, and she covered different events around Atlanta. So let's jump in. Let's have this conversation, okay? Because last week it was like 100 degrees.
Yes,
it was.
Yeah. It was ugly.
Inches from the sun.
Right.
It was 100 degrees and it was humid.
Ooh.
I heard. I wasn't here.
Those are two people I don't.
And Florida is usually hotter than us, but they were only like 2 degrees hotter than us.
Legit.
They were 112.
Yeah.
We were 110.
Oh, it's 110?
Yeah.
It was stupid.
I said, oh.
So
that's when y'all was acting up when I wasn't in the city.
Acting up.
So if we were to talk about this weather, as plus size people, what are some of the first things you think about when it gets hot outside?
Sweating. Just sweating all day, all down your back. That's the first thing, is that first drip of sweat that comes down your back is when you know it's a wrap.
Or that heat that rises up from between your breasts.
And it just sits there underneath the boob
and
collects the
I know about the underboob.
That's what we worry about first. You know, clothes and spots and sweat stains.
Why?
So, in addition to sweating, for me, especially as I have gotten bigger, like, I have had more issues with my thighs. I'm just saying, it's like a fire.
Yeah.
And then the next day, you're walking around looking like this.
Yes, because you got a fire. You got to heal from all the burns.
It gets sensitive. If you don't protect your thighs, you're over. And then and so I'm curious, do men experience chafing like that?
Well, I don't personally experience chafing. I don't know why, but I don't. But
because
men
y'all
do.
wear pants a lot.
No, but men do. A lot of them do. So
really?
ChubRub will be very helpful for that. A lot of they talk. Well, the thing is, guys talk, so they tell me about these things. So I know it's a real issue that they have, especially like that's why if you ever notice when men work out, they wear shorts, but they wear those long things.
Shorts.
That's what they're for.
Oh.
Yeah, they wear them so that their legs don't.
I just thought it was like
rub
a fashion
together.
statement.
No.
So their legs won't rub together.
Huh.
Because I do wear, like if I wear a long skirt and I know I'm going to be out a long time and it's hot, I'll put on like a biker short or something underneath because I know that my big old thigh's going to touch.
But you know, like,
they gonna
but here's the thing. Oftentimes, like, that's another layer of clothing.
And
sometimes we don't, and we don't want to. Like, I don't want to.
Right.
Like, I just don't want to. And you know, and it's interesting because I think the humidity makes it just that much worse. Because I'm from California.
Ooh.
And we had more like heater heat versus like this like oven heat.
Okay.
And so those are totally different situations.
Right.
And so chafing, I didn't really experience so much out in California.
See, I'm from the South. I'm a Southern baby.
Out here, like, it's just everything's sticky.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything.
It's like somebody blowing on you.
Let me give you a perfect expression. When you walk out the door and then be 100 degrees, it's like somebody threw a whole jar of honey right on your face.
Oh, that's sticky.
That's what it feels like.
And it is by the time you get to the car, you're
You're
already there.
Yeah, you gotta take
and then showers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, in the morning and at night.
Oh,
do you take a shower in the morning or at night?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Both.
And if you got the unique opportunity to come home midday and chill for a little bit,
shower then,
You know, and this is why I don't go outside. This is why I don't go nowhere.
That's not an excuse, girl. That ain't no excuse to not go nowhere.
Well, it's the thing though, because you gotta get out, because they fattening in these streets. You
gotta get out. You gotta show them legs.
I need some colors.
Well,
that's why you stay in the house. That sounds like excuses.
It is. I'll own that. So let's talk about Chafing and ChubRub. So part of the reason when we talk about heat and why we're doing this video is to kind of have a conversation on it, because a lot of times we don't talk about it until like we've experienced it. We may be embarrassed.
Right.
You know, it's not a readily talked about thing. You know, we have this conversation and we have shared articles on the Curvy Fashionista about this. But when it comes to chafing, one of the things I appreciate about Zone Naturals is their dedication to this consumer. And interestingly enough, even before they stepped into this space, they were in the sports space.
Right.
So they were in the sports space.
That makes sense.
So friction, blisters, all of that. Chafe Zone was
in
that
you
space.
can use it on your toes too.
Listen, they actually have a blister and friction remedy specifically for shoes and feet. Like they have that. And so this year, they've launched what's called Zone Naturals. This is their organic version.
Okay.
If you're sensitive to like products, like this is a little bit different. This is a different formulation. And they gave us different options so you can have, you know, and one of the things that I was fortunate enough to test. To test the formulation and get feedback. Exclusive
rights. She testing stuff. Why we can't test nothing?
But you know, I gave feedback. I think I used it. You know, when I knew I could be out all day.
Right.
One of the random days where I'm out all day.
That's the worst day too.
Yeah, especially when your thighs are rubbing all day and you're just like, I just want to sit. And you just kind of want to man.
And if you put like deodorant or something on it, because you would want to try to like.
So wait, you've used deodorant before?
I put deodorant.
I was a powder girl.
You're a powder girl?
Yeah.
So powder, yes. Deodorant, never.
I've never done
it. It helped.
Yeah.
It was better than nothing.
Powder made that thing dry. And then you gotta keep a little powder with you.
You powder yourself.
Yeah.
Before you powder your nose.
And then you gotta be careful.
So when it comes to Zone Naturals, like they have, I gave feedback. You know, I noticed that it didn't last as long as the other one. So they made some formulation. They added a little bit more. I think the product is can you remember what? Yep. I think it's beeswax. So there's Caranuba wax and beeswax in this to kind of help with the for the hold, right?
So it stays longer.
It stays longer, but this one, like the first ingredient, coconut oil.
Mother! I love coconut oil.
Castor oil's in there, hemp seed oil.
Keep that too, boo.
Is it scented?
I'm gonna have you
Come
try
on,
it.
hemp seed.
Yeah. Go ahead and open it.
If I could smell like a cupcake while my thighs are chafing,
She said,
when I'm out in these streets and you
said,
you never know.
A lot of candles.
That's all
good. This is the organic version.
Yeah, right. Okay, and they can't do all the sensitive stuff. That makes sense. Ooh, cupcake for you. Woo 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 woo.
Okay.
Cool.
Now see, I like that it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't have a smell.
Yeah, no.
At all. Like, at all.
Yeah. Now that's why, because I don't want nothing to interfere with the scent that I choose to wear on that day. Because I'm a flouncer, so air come up from between my legs. I want it to smell like one.
Oh, you know what it's called? It's called sit down air.
Yes.
Yeah. It's called sit down air.
Yes, that sit down air comes up, and you like.
You're like,
what would it smell like?
That's why I need cupcake essence, okay?
Bakery bring all the boys to the yard.
They already there. I just want them to have something to do.
Obviously.
So we like
this. It's a real situation.
I realized that people actually also use like the chafing creams and the chafing bars for under the arms. That they put it underneath the bust.
Wow.
I know, like
what?
Wait, so
a whole nother purpose.
It's an all over bar. Just
Mhm.
roll
Let me give
this.
y'all a little commercial. Use this for under titties.
Now available in cupcake scent.
I hope the Zone Natural team hears that there's a call out for some fragrances.
Under the rainbow.
Preferably like mango,
pineapple.
pineapple.
It's the citrus works well with your natural body.
Okay.
Chemistry, yeah.
I'll vibe with
You
that
learn
too.
something
If
new
it
every
came as
day.
orange, that's
Yeah, orange is
I would be
perfect
okay
as
with
well.
Orange.
And this is for y'all to keep.
Oh, we can get up.
How
You get
many?
a chub rub. You get a chub rub. You get a chub rub.
This is what I like because some people don't really totally embody the commitment to the curvy
Right.
community. And then they start one little thing and then they jump off and go somewhere else.
Right.
But when you commit to our community, then you actually give yourself a lot of validation. The community really validates you and what
And
you
that's
do.
why I rock with him, because there are so many different products out there that claim to do this stuff, that, you know, have some different options. But one of the things I really appreciate is like the dedication and the research and the support. So now we have a product by a company that actually is really working to find a solution.
And wants to
They've
know
done
what
work.
we
Right, they've done the
And
work,
they're not just
they've
doing it to buy
tested
bucks.
They put in work. I mean, if they've been making moves within the community for the past 2 years, they just finished supporting the Plus Strut.
Come on, Plus Strut.
Love
Shout out to Joy Dribble.
Hey,
now.
Joy. Hey, Mocha. Come here, baby. Here, sit. Sit.
He's thinking it's me.
One of the next products they're going to be doing is Friction, which is going to be more for the high impact.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Longer. Right? So the Friction is going to be, you know, why are you frowning your face at?
I'm trying to figure out what this product is.
So it's like this,
Uh-huh.
but it's going to be a little bit more tackier, a little bit more enduring.
Oh.
For those people who work out consistently, they work out 2
Right.
times a day.
Oh,
Right, so there's Friction, and then I believe they're going to come out with like a blister, an organic blister solution as well.
Okay.
So like there's going to be quite a few products rolling out throughout the rest of the summer.
Which means y'all gotta support them so they have these checks to roll out these new products.
Right. Do me a favor. Tell me a little bit, like, when was your earliest experience with chafing?
So I've had these thighs my entire life. So my thighs been rubbing together since I was like 5.
And what about you? What is your earliest like?
I've always been athletic, so I wasn't thick until high school hit and them boom and them pow came. And I was like, yes, she's here. And then they started rubbing. I said, wait a minute.
So she was here.
I don't know this.
Now, what about you? Like, you know, as a man, like, when was the first time you heard about like men dealing with this situation?
I mean, I've always known guys to deal with it, but I've never like experienced it until I became a vlogger and started talking to other men, and they be like, especially like in between fashion shows, they be like, man, my legs burning between the walk down the runway, and I was like, they do? Is that a thing? And then they were like, yeah, man, I've been doing this my whole life. We burning, and I'd be like, oh.
We talked about chafing. We talked about some of our first experiences. Like for me, I didn't know about deodorant. I was a baby powder.
I was
Baby powder. So, you know, we now know that we have an option. We have 2 options. We have Chafe Zone, and then we have now Zone Natural.
Now what?
And so, you know, you have options, and I implore you to take a look into Zone Naturals at zonenaturals.com. To take a look at what they have and to get to know who they are. If you've been to any of the Curvy Fashionista events, Chafe Zone and Zone Naturals has been a part of the brand for the past 2 years. For those of you guys don't know, by the time this video is up, we are still in the midst of our TCF Cruise giveaway, and Zone Naturals is actually hooking up one person with their own spot on the cruise. Thanks, shout out to Zone Naturals.
Free cruise on who?
Right, Zone Naturals. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Denee, the creator of the Curvy Fashionista. Special shout out to Zone Naturals for hooking us up with
Zone Natural.
Love for your level.
Special thank you to Kirk, to Miss Nikki, and to V for coming out to have the discussion. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.